What's up, guys? Welcome back. So this video is going to be doing predictions for games going on Tuesday, February 19th, Super Tuesday. Got a couple big games going on that I'll be talking about. It's going to be a good night in college basketball. But I'm going to go into my recap of the games that happened yesterday. First of all, Virginia with a big win on the road over Virginia Tech. Like I said, Justin Robinson, the point guard for Virginia Tech, did not play. Nonetheless, Virginia still got a big win and swept the Hokies this season, beat them at home earlier, and then beat them last night on the road. So Virginia is continuing to show that they are an elite team, a team that can make a run to the Final Four. Next takeaway, Wisconsin fended off Illinois. The thing I take away from that game is Illinois is continuing to get better. Not sure they'll make the tournament this year, but in years to come they'll be good. But the big takeaway from that game is Ethan Happ did not play the last few minutes of the game, not because he was injured, but because he cannot hit free throws late in games. He can't hit free throws in general. So that's something to watch for the rest of the year. Could be some red flags thrown up in the air if your best player has to sit out the last few minutes because you can't make free throws. That can cause some problems, and that could hurt you late in games. So that's something to look out for with Wisconsin. And my final takeaway of last night, Kansas State with a big win on the road at West Virginia. Stays in the Big 12 race there. That race continues to tighten up. So that's something to watch for. So I'll be checking for the Big 12. Keep an eye on that. But Kansas State did get a win. So a big win for them. So those are my three takeaways from last night. I'm going to go ahead and get into my predictions for tonight. First game I'll be talking about, Vanderbilt against number 5 Tennessee. Saw these two teams match up earlier on in the year. Tennessee eventually won in overtime. Grant Williams was 23 for 23 from the line. Some questionable calls at the end of that game. But I think Tennessee comes out and routs Vanderbilt tonight. I think Tennessee's hungry right now following that loss at Kentucky. A big loss, a loss that probably stung them quite a bit. So I think they'll come out firing and get a big win over Vanderbilt. Next game, Purdue at Indiana. Purdue is ranked 15th in the country. It's going to be a good game. I think Indiana is actually going to win this game. Indiana, they got nothing to lose at this point. We saw them, they can play with good teams. They have the 13th toughest strength of schedule in the country. They beat Michigan State on the road. They gave Iowa a run for their money. I think Indiana's actually going to beat Purdue. I think they can take advantage of them down low, where Purdue is lower with Juwan Morgan. He's going to have a big game, and Romeo Langford's going to have to do a good job defending Carson Edwards. I think Indiana's actually going to upset Purdue and win that game. Next game, just going to quick touch on this, mostly because I am going to this game, going just for fun because it is the Office night. So any Office fans out there, Stanley's actually going to be there taking pictures. Hopefully I get a chance to meet him. Probably won't stay for the whole game because I got other big games to watch, but I think Notre Dame's going to win. I don't think they're going to cover 11 points. I don't think they're that good of a team, but I do like Notre Dame in that one. Next game we have the game of the night, number 24 Maryland versus number 21 Iowa. It's going to be a fun one there. I actually like Maryland in this game. Maryland is a very good team in the front court, like I've talked about all year. But the stat that has me convinced is Maryland holds in conference opponents' three-point percentage to 30%. Iowa's the best three-point shooting team in the conference in the Big Ten. I think Maryland wins that battle on the defensive end. Iowa had kind of struggling recently, just barely got wins over Northwestern and Rutgers. I think their luck runs out here against Maryland, who's going to take advantage of them in the front court. Next game, Kentucky at Missouri. Kentucky ranked 4th in the country now. This is going to be a fun game, but Kentucky, they're the best defense in the SEC numbers-wise, going against the 13th ranked offensive team in the SEC in Missouri. I think Kentucky's too athletic for this Missouri team. It is on the road, which could have some people a little nervous about picking Kentucky, but I think Kentucky with their defense and Missouri's struggling offense that they'll get a big win on the road in Missouri, playing well recently. Next game we got number 16 Florida State versus Clemson. A fun battle here. A matchup of two middle of the pack teams in the ACC. Florida State could make a run towards the ACC title here, as they have a pretty weak schedule after this game. I actually like Florida State in this game just because of their athletic defense that I've talked about all year. Clemson is a good team coming off 2 losses on the road. I think Florida State's going to make it 3 just because of Cam Mangoli down low, and also Terrence Mann and Trent Forrest in the backcourt. I think they're going to be too much for that Clemson Tigers team. Final game we got Baylor at number 19 Iowa State. A big one here. I don't think Baylor has what it takes to beat Iowa State. Iowa State is a great team. Some say they're the best in the Big 12. Playing well as of late. They had that weird loss at home to TCU, but I think they beat Baylor. They're the much better offensive team. I think we'll see Iowa State come out surging with a lot of confidence after that win over Kansas State, so I like the Cyclones in that one. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Like and comment down below. Subscribe if you have not already. I appreciate all your feedback. Keep it coming. Also, follow my Twitter and Instagram. Hilly Hoops is the handle for that if you have not already. I would appreciate it if you did that. Also very helpful to follow those to stay up to date on what's going on in college basketball. But that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Keep coming back. Videos will keep coming. Thanks again for watching.